It's the morning of November 5th. We're here in northeast Oklahoma. We got a north wind at 2 miles an hour. We're sitting on a big open field with some big timber right behind it. We got some pretty good deer on trail camera running through here, so we'll see what happens this morning. It's now 8:20. Wind's still out of the north at 1 mile an hour. Very calm. It's a real pretty morning. We have not seen any deer yet. I did do 2 rattling sequences, so we've got another 40 minutes. We'll hunt until around 9 o'clock, and then we'll wrap it up. It's now 9 o'clock. We didn't see a single deer this morning. It's 52 degrees. Outside right now. I'm going to go freshen up some log scrapes, and we're going to be back here in this evening. We'll see what happens then. It's the evening of November 5th. We're back here in the same spot this morning. We got a 70-degree weather, and we got an east wind at 6 miles an hour. Generally with that east wind, there's not much activity, but we're going to go ahead and do 3 or 4 rattling sequences this evening, and we'll see what happens. It's around 5:20 now. I just got done doing my second rattling sequence. I did the first one around 5 o'clock, second one at 5:20. I'll go ahead and do another one around 5:45, and then 6:10, and then 6:30. Still east wind, but it's starting to die down. It's still very warm, but we're going to see what happens this evening. It's 6:25. I just got done doing my last rattling sequence for this evening. We still have a south wind at 1 to 2 miles an hour. If we don't see anything here in the next 20-30 minutes, we'll be back here in the morning. It's the morning of November 6th. Daylight savings time was yesterday. It's now around 6:30. We got a northeast wind at 2 to 3 miles an hour, and we're sitting right at 40 degrees. This is the coldest morning I've been in the stand, and it feels pretty good. I'm hoping we're gonna see some animals move this morning. It's around 6:45 right now. I just had all 6 of those does come right underneath me around 20 yards. All I need is just one of those does to be an estrus to have a good buck fall in there. We'll see what happens the rest of the morning. It's 8:30 right now. The temperature's sitting right around that 47, 48 degree mark. The wind did switch out of the southeast to 3 to 4 miles an hour. I just got done doing my last rattling sequence for this morning. About 20-25 minutes ago, we did have 4 does come right underneath us. We haven't seen any bucks except for that one yesterday evening. The does seem to still have their fawns with them this year. So until they start breaking off, I'm not expecting to see a whole bunch of action towards the antlers rattling. But we'll stick it out this morning here. If we don't end up seeing something here in the next 30 minutes, I'm actually going to go ahead and switch to another spot this evening and maybe start taking out a few mature does. It's 9 o'clock now. I'm going to go ahead and back up. We didn't see anything else. I'm actually going to move to a different location there for this evening, probably the remainder of the time period I do have in Oklahoma. We'll see what happens this evening. The morning of November 7th, we got around 6:30. We got a southeast wind at 5 miles an hour. We're back here at the trail crossing. Hopefully we're going to catch some deer coming back in the bedding from the big crop fields nearby. This morning we did see quite a bit of activity on the way driving in here. We did see one mature big 8 or 9 point, and then we did see a small 8 and then one doe. So the deer are up and moving. We'll just see what happens this morning. It's right at 8 o'clock. We're sitting at 62 degrees. We still have an east to southeast wind at 4 to 5 miles an hour. I did do one rattling sequence right at 7 o'clock. Nothing came by so far this morning. We'll hunt till 9, so we'll see what happens till then. It's 8:45. We haven't seen any deer so far this morning. We got another 15-20 minutes to hunt. If we don't see anything here in that time period, we're probably going to switch locations again and see if we can't get the job done there. It's the morning of November 8th. We ended up moving into another section of land that's got a whole bunch of hardwoods and a whole bunch of acorn trees. So hopefully we can find some deer this morning. It's 60 degrees. We have a wind out of the north at 8 to 10 miles an hour. There was a pressure system that moved through here with a little rain last night, so I'm hoping we're going to get the deer on their feet and get them up and moving. It's around 7:45. At 7:30 we did have one doe and that's just come by. The high pressure system I think did the trick there. It's still 60 degrees, but there was a small little 8 that was following her, and then a big mature 8 or 9 point. I did go ahead and take a shot there right in front of me. I apologize for not being able to get that thing on film, but he was right there. I'd say less than 7-8 yards. I just didn't have the angle on there. We're going to give that deer a little while. For him centering to me, it's not quite the shot I wanted, but he presented a real broad shot there right between his shoulders, so I went ahead and took it, and we'll see what comes of it. It's been about 35 minutes to 40 minutes since we shot that deer. I'm going to go ahead and climb down and start looking for some blood. Maybe we can get on the trail, hopefully find this deer this morning. It's now 11:32. We followed that deer's blood for 432 yards. I think what I did is I hit the bottom of that deer's brisket, or the bottom of the chest portion of it. We did not recover that deer, but that's part of it. You know, I'll just mark that as a lesson learned and go from there.